Krishna, Assalamu alaikum, Sat Sri Akal and praise the Lord. So, today I would like to give a message to grandparents. Though I'm a very small boy and I don't think I would be able to give you all a message, but I would just like to say a few tips for how to be a good grandparent. You all have experience of doing it, but just a few things for you to become a very nice grandparent and make your grandchildren and children feel happy. So why grandchildren look forward to grandparents? The reason why is because they feel that grandparents will help them in some or the other activity or some or the other thing. But when grandparents are sitting with newspapers and TV channels, serials, at that time children feel, oh, what are my grandparents doing? Okay, I'll also do what they're doing. Because grandchildren are younger to grandparents, of course. So they will look forward to doing what the grandparents do. You get them into bad habits like drinking coffee and seeing TV serials, TV channels, news, reading newspapers, then they will also begin to do the same thing. And if you start offering them biscuits, chocolates, ice creams, junk food, everything, pizzas, they'll also start doing the same things. They will pester their parents to buy the same because you were buying it. So all of those things might happen. So what you do is what your grandchildren do. How the leader does, that's how the followers behave. Like that, if you are able to mold your grandchildren's life in a right way, then of course they will be great people in future life. So spend time with them other than other activities. We have to spend time with grandchildren, must be given lots of time, because even we have come with lots of problems. They just sit. Before, my grandparents used to just sit with the TV channels, TV serials and all of that. So my maternal grandparents have entirely changed and they are doing many different kinds of things. They are cooking all traditional things for us, and whenever we go there, all grandparents have this habit. Whenever a child comes, they just give a 100 rupee note, 200 rupee note, $20 note, or like this, notes of money, which make the children feel like, oh my grandfather is giving me something. But that's not the right thing. Even if you want to give them something related to monetary things for them to keep it safe or something, or you just want to give something, then you give them coins. That is the last option. But before that, give them books, give them traditional things, give them ancient arts. And before you start doing something for your family like this, we have to first make ourselves right. That is, how to do that is, we have to stop seeing TV. Make your grandchildren also stop seeing TV. You also stop seeing TV. That's like a main thing, because it's a generation gap. There are 4 different kinds of TV channels. Each person might like. So the parent might like some movie channel, and children might like cartoons, and grandparents might like some news channel or a TV serial. Like this, the different components of the family like different things. Even in children, one child likes this cartoon, one child likes this cartoon, and like this, the TV leads us in different ways. We go in different routes and then end up in a very dangerous thing. We all fight with each other for channel after channel after channel. But why all of this? Why just shut the TV down? It's just distracting all of us with new things. It's not a communication thing. It is a distraction on us. So first thing to be a good grandparent is to remove the TV off. That's the best thing a gift can be given to grandchildren. And don't show them like DVDs of movies and all of that. Most movies have subliminal messages, so full of dirty things shown in the middle and all of that. So they get bad dreams and the imagination is stopped. Once children stop seeing movies, they will have their own imagination. They will imagine in their own way. If they see other people giving their imagination into them, then they stop imagining their own things. So like this, there are many families who are still in the box. And the next thing is that each grandparent should impart some particular knowledge that they have. Every grandparent has an art to teach. It's not that one grandparent has lots of arts and the other does not have any art. Every grandparent comes from a little backward time, like past 2000, like that. So past 21st century. So they know a few things that the future generation does not know. So impart these things and make it go like a generation. That is the duty of grandparents. It's not just sitting in front of a TV and just watching TV channels. In case you don't have grandchildren, still one thing is to go and impart this knowledge to other children. And the next point for being a best grandparent is, we have covered things, what to give to your children, and then also how to spend time with your children, and now imparting knowledge to children. Next thing is keeping something for the children. That is like some property or something, but it's not always some property like some commercial area or a flat or an apartment. That's not the way it is supposed to be. Instead of that, we have to buy these agricultural lands. Now the square foot is increasing, the price per square foot. It's just skyrocketing like anything. It's going from very less to lots that it cannot even be afforded. But in some places there is agricultural land which is in less rates, and if you buy that instead of buying a flat or anything, that will give a person stability. We can grow food there, and a person's life will be stable then. There's no question of, oh, I don't have. When the economic collapse happens, nobody will have anything. We all be in a soup, because now we are depending on shops, malls, stores, markets. And the economic collapse happens, which is very near. We can see charts showing that the economy is dropping, even though we think it's increasing. The US banks are all in a debt. The job market is just almost just gone case. So if we watch it from this point of view, nothing like jobs, degrees is going to help us. Maybe social this thing, but not for jobs. Jobs are going down drastically. That's why the best thing to do is buy your agricultural land and then grow things on it. Maybe you can buy for your children and teach them how to do it. Learn it yourself. Next important thing is to teach your children the scriptures of your religion. That's the most important actually. So like Bhagavad Gita, Quran, Bible, and all religions have their own religious books. So every religion has their own religious books. It's not that if any religion does not have a religious book, that most probably does not have a guide. So all religions have religious books. That's why make your grandchildren and children, everybody know these scriptures. Keep scriptures as the influential thing in your family. Keep the Puranas, keep the Upanishads. It's not that father is the highest, mother is the highest, grandfather is the highest, grandmother is the highest. Paternal and matriarchal families or patriarchal families. This is not the thing. It is the Upanishads, the Puranas, the Quran, the Bible, the Bhagavad Gita. These things have to guide our lives. Not the authority in the family or the stupid TV which is sitting there guiding everybody. Oh, you have to go to that mall to buy this thing. Or you have to go there to buy that thing. No. Get the Puranas, the Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Quran, these holy things like Bible, everything in your home, that should guide everybody. And when that comes, there is no thing of, oh, I want to choose this. I'm going to choose the 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. I'm going to choose the 17th chapter. Even if you choose different chapters, even if a person is that foolish to choose different chapters, still all chapters have the same meaning, surrender to the Lord. So Bhagavad Gita and other Puranas, everything, the Quran, the Bible, when a person studies that, there is no break open of the family. Everybody comes together. Everybody comes together on one opinion, that is the supreme opinion of the Lord. So that's how it must be. And next thing is life skills. Teach life skills to your grandchildren. Life skills like knitting, cooking, gardening, farming, and some grandparents even know how to make different things from leaves, like in the villages. Otherwise, even if grandparents don't know, you all can go and learn it from some village person who knows about it, because there'll be labor people going around. Most of the labor people are not just labor people. They know a lot more than us sitting in huge flats and homes. They know a lot more, but their karmas, what they have done in the previous birth is afflicting them, and that's why they are in that state. With the knowledge they have, they can be something else. But let's learn the knowledge from them. That's what we have to do. Then, if one of you grandparents knows any ancient art, all of you might know one or the other, but teach these to the children, because the generations, it will just go, if those children like the art that you're teaching, then it will go from one generation to the other, and then the art will be alive. That's how all the arts that we see now, dance and playing the mridangam, all of these arts, whatever it's there, music, everything, or any other religious arts or other crafts, whatever it is, all of these things have been alive only because of generation after generation studying it and acquiring the knowledge. That's why we have a few arts nowadays. But if we don't at least hold on to these arts and impart it to our grandchildren and children, then only these arts will also be alive. Otherwise, they'll all become dead, and the big elite people will be able to hold on the earth, because there'll be nobody who knows how to make their own food. Nobody knows how to grow food. Then they'll have total control. Come, I'll give you a polished apple. Come, I'll give you poisoned cereals. Come, I'll give you a stupid TV to keep you inside a room. Come, I'll give you everything. And then come, I'll bomb you and send you off. This is what they want. They just want us to get inside somewhere and then finish us off. Just like they stuck everybody into the, the huge TC, and they got planes bombing it and 3,000 people died. In the same way, they're going to make us get into huge apartments and flats and one day say some aeroplane came in and dashed it and we are all dead. Who's going to do anything for that? Well, a few $1 billion won't help that. That's why we all have to acquire things. We have to learn new things. We have to impart things. More than learning, imparting is more important. Because even if you know a little of some art, impart it immediately. Because that art won't remain always if you don't impart it. It may be 1%, 2%, 3%, more than that. 500 people, okay. When all these people cease to exist, then who will be the holder of these arts? And who will hold the next generations? It's not that after being a grandparent, you just, after a person, oh, it's me, myself. I just live my life and go off. There's nothing like that. Again, rebirth. We have to use the thing of rebirth. These grandparents who have not kept things for their grandchildren, or anybody who has not imparted the knowledge that they have to their grandchildren, they'll again be born in a family of some person who doesn't know anything, or some poor person who knows things but does not have enough money. Then they'll be born in that family where they have to beg for food. Those kinds of things may come. We can't rule it out because we are not gods. But still, these things may happen because that's what is given in the Puranas. That what you do is what you get. And if you're a bad grandparent, then you'll have a bad life in the next birth. If you're a bad kid, then you'll have parents troubling you in the next birth. Like this, if you're a bad parent, then your children will trouble you in the next birth. If you trouble your children will trouble you in the next birth. Like this, it's opposite, 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 opposite. That's why you might have not even done a trouble in this birth to any one of your relatives, but they may be dead against you. That's because you might have done something to them, the same souls, in the previous birth. That's why, let's not make such mistakes. We have to be good people, impart all things to grandchildren, and keep everything alive. So, the next thing is imparting ancient arts. So there are a few ancient arts like singing different kinds of things and all of that, and there are big books that some people have, or it might be some literature, some special things that most people may not even have. So when your children are good enough to keep secure those particular things, hand it over to them and educate them about it. Like for example, there's some special book of some olden age that you are having. Even if you don't have, you might have some knowledge instead of a book. Just give that knowledge or the book to them and teach them about it. Then that knowledge will be alive. It's not that you only have to teach one particular thing. What thing you want it to be alive for the next generation, teach that to your grandchildren and they will be keeping it alive if they are interested in it. Of course they will be, because all ancient arts are interesting. It's nothing that it's not interesting at all. All our ancients have made every art interesting and wonderful. It's no art is boring. But now let's see, MBA, BA, all of these things make a person like so bored, so stressed that some of them even jump off buildings. So instead of that, our ancient art should be imparted to grandchildren. So this is what I would like to say. So kindly don't feel hurt if I've said anything untoward to any one of you who may not feel good towards whatever I've said. So I'm sorry for that if you feel that way. But this is just a small message for all of you. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna. Assalamu alaikum. Praise the Lord. Sat Sri Akal. Jai Shri Krishna. So after the message, I would like to invite all the grandparents to make a video on the arts that they know, different kinds of arts. But I'm not looking for any subscriptions or likes on any video. What I'm looking for is so that the knowledge is spread, and so that we can fill the gap between the two generations that we have now. Because grandchildren don't listen to grandparents, grandparents don't recognize the grandchildren normally nowadays who in the TV prone families. So that's why I'm just trying to do my little effort to just bridge up this gap between the generations. That's why I've done this. So you can send any video that you make on the arts that you know to this email ID nevil@rediffmail.com. So we will upload this on our channel, and if you have a channel, then we'll also give the link of your channel in our video, and if you don't have it, then that's okay, we'll upload it on our channel. So thank you. Jai Shri Krishna. Assalamu alaikum. Sat Sri Akal. Praise the Lord.